match, Salzburg versus OG Knights, is going to be the last match for Leon Rosenior, because I think from now till Monday, he will officially become a Chelsea manager. Now, he have not been having good results ever since. Now, if you could remember, by the beginning of the season, I think Salzburg was at third or second in League One. It was at third or second in League One. But right now, they are in 7th place and they might go down. Let's just say they might end up the weekend in the 8th or 9th position if their opponents or the team below them win their match. But if you look at the good side of this Liam Rosenior, take a look at Salzburg in the Conference League. He's doing very well. He's in the first position in the Conference League. Good evening, Fortune King. As I was saying before, he was in the first position in the Conference League. Almighty Crystal Palace that Chelsea could not beat home and away last season. Even this season, we could not still beat Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace are 10th in the Conference League. Normally, we all thought that Crystal Palace are going to dominate the Conference League, but Crystal Palace are still struggling. They are 10th position and Salzburg are in first position. Personally, for me, I think that Rosenior have, let's just say, 70% chance of succeeding in Chelsea, because the kind of squad Chelsea have now, if Liam Rosenior can make good use of the squad, pick his best players, not just his best player, pick the productive player in Chelsea now, I think the guy can do wonders. We might not be consistent that much, but I think we can get a decent result under Liam Rosenior. Because currently now, I don't think Salzburg have the players that this Liam Rosenior can compete. If you are the type that is looking down on his result now, you are seeing that Salzburg is doing very poor. What about PSG? When I checked League One table today, I was shocked. Lens are topping the table with 40 points. Then PSG I think PSG have 36 points. To show you that League One this season is not funny. It's not funny to any team. So let's not just judge the guy with that performance. Let him come to Chelsea and see. If he handle the job well, he will stay. If he cannot perform well, he will leave. Simple as that. Now let's focus on why we are here. Chelsea versus Man City, which is tomorrow, Sunday. A very big match for both Chelsea and Pep Guardiola. Because currently now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm totally pissed about this Arsenal of a team. It's not matter of banter. I don't just like Arsenal as a football club. Personally, for me, I even want Arsenal to go through failures this season. But seeing them win, it kind of gives me that, I don't know how to put it. Let's just say my hate watch have failed. We are going to go up against Man City tomorrow. Now, there is absolutely no chance that Chelsea might beat Guardiola, especially this under-21 coach. But if we can come up with a good lineup, if we can go and face Man City with all our attackers, I think we stand a chance. But the major problem right now, because the news that I'm getting today is that Cucurella might not be available. He might not be available to start due to his recent injury. But guys, who do you think should start in that left back? Should it be Gusto? Because personally for me, I prefer Joriato than Gusto in that right wing, because Gusto cannot even manage the right wing properly than the left wing. I think Chalobah is more suited as a centre back. because Chaloba can, when our opponent beat our right back or left back, Chaloba can stand his ground. But I don't think it would be a good idea for Chaloba to start as a right back. Normally, our centre back pairing should be Travis Chaloba and Wesley Fofana. If the coach has sense, he should leave the centre back like that. Fofana and Chaloba. I don't know about Gusto because that guy can be unpredictable sometimes. Sometimes Gusto will just drop a solid performance. Sometimes Gusto will just play shit football. But I think this season Gusto have been more effective in the midfield than in the defense. Let's just be honest. Because Gusto, that guy have conceded many goals when playing as a right back. Gusto have conceded many goals. Now, according to your lineup, you say Santos, Neto, James, Palmer, Esteva. One thing you see this all these players that you mentioned, the one that I would disagree with you is Neto. If you are suggesting that Neto should start at the right wing, I disagree with that. But if Neto should start at the left wing, I'm 100% okay with that. Esteva on the right, Neto on the left, Palmer in the number 10 position. But who do you think should start between Delap and Joao Pedro? Because if you take a look at it, the three attackers that we have, they just have their own faults. Delap is a good build-up player. He knows how to do build-up and link-up play. But in terms of goal scoring, zero. In terms of positioning, zero. Joao Pedro, on the other hand, is a good goal scorer. He's a good goal scorer. But in terms of passing, very poor. He doesn't release his ball quickly. His dribble is not that good. His 1v1 ability is not good at all. But he's a good goal scorer. Why Maguyu, which is not starting tomorrow against Man City, that guy knows how to press. He knows how to pressure. The guy can run the entire field for 90 minutes without getting tired. He have the strength to do that. But in terms of goal scoring and build-up, the guy lacks that very massively. Yes, I know that Joao Pedro is going to start, but I'm not just convinced. I'm not okay with our number 9 as we speak because none of them are reliable. None of them are reliable. Joao Pedro will score a goal today, and in the next 4 to 5 match, that is when you see the guy again scoring. It doesn't, as in, I don't just know what I'll say about Joao Pedro, but at least we need to start him. Now, talking about the midfield, you say that Santos and James is good for partnering. But personally, for me, I don't want to see Enzo Fernandez in that lineup because he will be a liability in that midfield. Enzo Fernandez cannot hold Erling Haaland. He cannot hold Erling Haaland. The only thing Enzo Fernandez is good for right now is playing rough. Because that guy, the funniest thing about Enzo Fernandez is that he doesn't have the power to run, to track back. He doesn't have the power to drag with defenders. But you see that playing rough, bully players, he have that strength. But against Newcastle, it was quite helpful because Newcastle was just bullying Chelsea players up and down. But when Enzo Fernandez came in, when they tried to drag the ball with Enzo Fernandez, the guy will just use his entire body and just push the player. That is what Enzo Fernandez is known for now. His passes have his goal scoring abilities are low. His creativity is low. He doesn't run back to defend. He doesn't even support Moises Caicedo properly in that defense. So I don't think Enzo Fernandez will be much help against Man City tomorrow. Now, you say that let Chelsea use the lineup they use against Barcelona and add Santos because Caicedo will not play. Yeah, you are correct. They can make use of that. Only thing is that Delap will not start. They can make use of that. But I'm more concerned about the midfield because Erling Haaland, that guy, Haaland is a beast. Haaland, that guy is a beast. Erling Haaland, because I don't think only James can hold Erling Haaland. Well, let's just be sincere. Let's look at the positive side. Chelsea are going to be unpredictable tomorrow. They are going to be unpredictable tomorrow because this is not Enzo Maresca team. This is another manager that have his own idea of playing, have his own playing style. So Chelsea might be unpredictable, but Man City are going to come up with everything they got against Chelsea. Chelsea might be outstanding tomorrow due to the fact that Maresca will not be coaching. But let's just be sincere. I wish Maresca was the one in charge of the game tomorrow. We would have lost the match. We would have lost the match because Guardiola knows how to handle Maresca. Because if you guys, this is just the fact. I wish Chelsea jam Manchester City in the FIFA Club World Cup. We would have lost to Man City. There is no two ways about it. Because that was one of my biggest fear where we were in the kickoff, when we were in the how would I put it, if it's round of 60 or kickoff stage, I don't know. When we were in that stage, Man City was my biggest threat there. When we were facing, so when Al Hilal removed Man City, I was quite relieved because I wish we jammed that Man City. My dear, we are going to go home immediately because Enzo Maresca have not even draw Guardiola. The first time we meet Man City last season, they scored us in the first half. We were holding our ground, but at the end, Kovacic came up with the winning goal, and I think it ended with 2-0. If I'm not mistaken, it ended with a 2-0. The second leg was absolutely brutal as a Chelsea fan. If you watch that Chelsea versus Man City match, the second leg, you will understand what I'm talking about. The first goal that we scored was due to Man City defender making error, which Noni Madueke ended up scoring the goal. But after then, till the 90 minutes, it was very ugly for Chelsea. We couldn't even register a single. I think the shot on target that Chelsea registered in that match will not be more than 2 or 3. The possession, everything, shot on target, ball accuracy, pass, it was all Man City. Chelsea registered nothing in that match. But tomorrow can be different. Let's hope for it. Tomorrow can be different. It can be different. Now, the trending news now is mainly on Rosenio. I know that many Chelsea fans are saying that the guy is going to fail because many Chelsea fans don't quite believe on the. But one thing that I'm worried about in that guy tactics is the way he used goalkeeper. Because if you do your research on how he plays at Salzburg, normally Rosenio and you say your prediction is 3-1. Okay, you say your prediction is 3-3. Well, this is a strong prediction. It's still possible. Chelsea are going to concede goals, but we don't know how many goals Chelsea are going to concede, and we don't know if Chelsea are going to score. But if we can start Estevao and Palmer with Neto in that front three, Chelsea are going to have more attacking threats. Yes. Garnacho and Jimmy Gittis doesn't have any business in full 90 minutes tomorrow. In fact, Garnacho and Jimmy Gittis should be a regular bench warmer tomorrow. Estevao must play 90 minutes if possible. Palmer 90 minutes if possible. Neto 90 minutes as usual. Yes, we just need all the attacking power we have against Man City. So your 3-3 prediction is considerable. It can be possible, but we shouldn't get our expectation high. Let's just hope for the best against City. Let's just hope for the best against City. So, like I was saying, talking about Leon Rosenio's style of playing, it's kind of risky and it might hurt Chelsea if he tried that in the Premier League. Now, when I was doing my research about the guy, because I've been doing my research non-stop about his style of playing and how good he is, I noticed that because we loan our one of our goalkeeper that we buy, which is Michael Pendas, we loan it to Salzburg. The way the guy use goalkeeper, he normally bring goalkeeper out of the goalpost to do build up with defenders, which is a very risky thing to do in the Premier League. Because the Sanchez that we have now, Sanchez have already gotten used to the pressure. Sanchez is comfortable in the goalpost passing, but I don't think Sanchez will be comfortable going inside to pass with defenders, because that is where I draw the line in that William Rosenio tactics. If that guy is coming, that guy need to reduce that risk taking, because Premier League, they will use that against you. They will use that to our advantage, because anything that makes Sanchez or any of the defender lose the ball when Sanchez is not in the goalpost, that means we have conceded an easy goal like that. So that is one error that I'm having with that manager. But besides that, the guy has shown a lot of promises. I do some research about the guy's journey. All City in the Championship, they were not quite far from relegation, but he came in and took them out of relegation. The next season, they almost qualified for playoff. If you understand what is playoff in Championship, playoff is when, let's just say, if you understand Championship table, I think only the team that finish in the first position qualifies automatically to the Premier League. They're from second to fourth. I think second to fifth. Let's just say first and second will qualify automatically to the Premier League. Then I think from third to sixth, I don't know, but I think from down they will now do playoff. Then the only one that qualify for that playoff will be the third team that will move to the Premier League. So all City almost qualify for playoff, but they didn't get that chance, which is a very promising result. Then when it came to Salzburg, I think Salzburg was finishing at the 13, but he ended up taking Salzburg to Salzburg almost qualified for Europa competition last season, but they end up qualifying for the Conference League, which is a huge improvement for a small team like that, because it is not easy to qualify regularly for a UEFA competition, despite being it a Europa League or Conference League or even Champions League. It's not easy, but he achieved that with Salzburg. Now he's at the first position, so I think he will do well. He will do well at Chelsea. I have high hopes for him, but not high expectation. Just my positivity is kind of high, because with the kind of players that we have when it comes to man-to-man marking, Chelsea players are very aggressive on that. Cucurella is very aggressive when it comes to man-to-man marking. James is good at man-to-man marking. Caicedo is a beast in that. Even the likes of Fofana and Chalobah, they are very good in man-to-man marking. So I think with the kind of squad that Chelsea have now, it will make things a little bit easier for Liam Rosenio. So guys, what is your thoughts on the manager? What's your thoughts? Let me know. Because as for me, I think that he's going to do well. So Chelsea currently now in the table, I think Chelsea, if I'm not mistaken, because throughout December, I won't lie to you, as a Chelsea fan, throughout December, I was not looking at the Premier League table, because anytime I dare to look at the Premier League table, I always end up feeling pain and disappointment, because you understand, November, Chelsea were in second. Now, I don't even know where we are in the table, but I know that we are in fifth position. I think we are in 29 points or so. We are in 29 points or so. So if we can win Man City tomorrow, Chelsea will be in 32 points. But if we end up losing the match, Chelsea are going to drop from the 5th place. They are going to drop because other teams like Manchester United, Sunderland, and the rest are behind us, and they are not slowing down. So anything can happen tomorrow. We shouldn't get our expectation high. So we shouldn't, because the Chelsea fans that I'm seeing now, they are too emotional and sentimental. The Enzo Maresca that we are crying about, that he left Chelsea, if the Enzo Maresca still took charge of Man City tomorrow, there is high chance that he's still going to lose. Because last season, Man City was in a very bad form. A lot of teams were trashing Man City. A lot of teams, Man City was finding it difficult to win. Teams like Bournemouth, even Crystal Palace, were collecting points from Manchester City. But when it goes to Chelsea turn, do you know that Man City, when Man City started picking form, it starts with Chelsea. That is when Man City start picking their form. When they played Chelsea in the second leg, Man City was having a very bad run. They were losing game back to back. But immediately they played Chelsea, they picked form automatically, and that is how they end the season, qualifying in the, I think they qualified third in the Premier League last season. So Enzo Maresca coaching Chelsea tomorrow against Man City will not be any different. We might even lose the match. We might even concede close to 3 goals, because Enzo Maresca's system is predictable. It's predictable. So guys, what's your thoughts on the match? Now, there's a news just came in now that Liam Rosenio is giving a farewell to Salzburg. The news just came in now, 2 minutes ago. That means it's confirmed. Any moment from now, he will arrive at Stamford Bridge. So we just need to accept this guy is our new manager for now. Let's just be positive. But to be sincere, this still looks like a dream for me. It still very looks like a dream, because as for me, normally, if you guys have been following me, I think early middle of December, I made a community post stating that Maresca is not the right man for Chelsea, but I wasn't like expecting the sack to like get to this extent. I wasn't expecting that sacking to get to this extent. But the way things was just serious on Washing Day on the 31st, that's when I know that the situation is serious. Because when I saw that Maresca might not stay till the end of January, that Maresca might leave in a matter of days, not even weeks, that is when I know that the situation have been serious. It have been very serious. So let's just see how Liam Rosenio is going to handle the pressure. But the way that guy is, I don't think he's going to be a second Graham Potter. I don't think so. If he can win some Chelsea players over, like players that this coach needs to win over, he needs to win Reece James over. Very important. Because Reece James needs, I know that Reece James is a captain. He's showing that on the pitch. But Reece James still needs more confidence from the coach. If Reece James have more confidence, I think Reece James can still be a better leader. Because That is what Chelsea are lacking on the pitch. Liam Rosenio needs to win Kopama because Kopama confidence have been low this season. Rosenio needs to bring out the confidence in Kopama. Then Esteval, what Esteval confidence is already high. That boy confidence is already high. What Liam Rosenio needs to do, he needs to just give Esteval that freedom to just let his madness run on the pitch because Esteval Williams needs game time to do more damage. He needs game time, so Liam Rosenio should give him that. Then I don't know which miracle or but I don't know any miracle or motivational speech that Liam Rosenio is going to do for the lab because that guy needs all the help he can get because that guy is one of our worst player at the moment. So the lab, he still need to work on the lab if we need an effective striker. Even Joao Pedro also, he needs to work on his passes, dribble less, pass more. Yes. Then about then Santos, it won't be new to Santos because Santos is already a good key part in his football system. Another player that he needs to bring out the best in is Josh Achampong. Very important, very vital. Josh Achampong. One thing that Rosenio will encourage Josh Achampong in is giving him more playing time. Already, we all know that Fofana is an injury prone. Even if, despite the fact that Fofana have been one of our best centre back this season, we all know that it's not possible for Fofana to play 3 matches straight. It's not possible because we won't even, as a Chelsea fans, you won't even want that for Fofana due to his injury record at Chelsea. I think now this have been Fofana's highest playing run as a Chelsea player ever since we brought him last 4 season. You can see the improvement, huge improvement. So Rosenio should not put Fofana in harm's way. Let him make use of Josh Achampong more and reduce that pressure from Fofana. If Rosenio can do this, I think Chelsea are going to be unstoppable under him because football, he changes his formation in some games due to his opponents. And one thing that Rosenio football can be more effective, once he lost possession, due to his philosophy, once the players lost possession, they should also run back to defend, which Chelsea are good at. If Cucurella overlap, Cucurella can run back and defend. Reece James can still defend properly. Even if Fofana and Chaloba are left alone in the back, they can still successfully hold down attackers. They have done that multiple times. Even against the likes of Bournemouth, they have done that. Even against the likes of Arsenal, they still did that. So that is what you should work on. Win all these players, bring out the confidence in them because what Chelsea players are lacking right now is confidence. They are not confident enough to do what they know how to do best. So if you can bring out the best in all these players, I believe that Chelsea can be unstoppable. So guys, what is your expectation for Liam Rosenio at Chelsea? With the way things are going now, where do you think Chelsea will finish by the end of this season? How many points do you think Chelsea are going to get by the end of January? Because we have 9 matches. Starting from tomorrow, our first match, Man City. I think the next 2 to 4 days, or let's just say the next 3 to 5 days, we are going to play another match. So it's going to be very intense for Chelsea and very difficult for Liam Rosenio due to the amount of time he needs to adapt. The players need to adapt to a system and how he sees, he handles. So that is it. think this will be the end of my live session right now. So thank you all for Fortune King. I appreciate you very much. I know it's not easy, but I still appreciate for the contribution and everything. Your opinion matters a lot. You see that we have been keeping the live stream active, which is very good. I appreciate you and the rest of you guys. But I think before the match tomorrow, I'll still come on live and share some updates, news, and opinion too. So more Chelsea news are still coming due to the fact that Liam Rosenio just said his farewell to Salzburg. So thank you all for your patience, your consistency. It really means a lot to me. And I'll keep on. I think from now on, like I said before, from now on, I won't be posting long form video anymore. I'll be focusing on live stream because I need to interact with you guys on live so that I can get your opinion, your thoughts on what is going on around Chelsea now. What do you think? So I'll be focusing on live stream and YouTube shorts for now. I'll be coming on live, especially from 9 p.m. But I think I'll just come live a little bit tomorrow before the Man City game. Once the lineup is out, drop my opinion on the lineup. Then after the match, I'll still come on live. So guys, see you tomorrow and happy celebration because the new year is still on. So I wish you guys the best. See you guys tomorrow.